What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video, we're talking about the brand new region for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Paldea Region. We finally got an official name, and we actually got a full 8K map that we're going to be diving into and looking at all the different key markers on it and some interesting information as well. And of course, guys, if you like these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. To begin, the Paldea Region is an open world game. This is the first truly open world Pokemon game. Legends Arceus is not an open world game because it is separated into regions that you have to load into. This is going to be a seamless open world game, and you're gonna be able to play with 3 other people for a total of 4 people for online co-op. We're gonna be able to catch Pokemon together, battle together, shiny hunt together, do raid battles together, all in this seamless open world, which I think is really cool. Now, looking at this region, we can see that it's a big circle, and we're probably going to be starting off at the bottom here. It does look really familiar to the starter area that we have seen already for the trailers, and when we zoom in there, you're going to see exactly what I mean by that. You can also see that there's a bunch of different biomes. You can see some big cities pretty clearly, even on this little bit of a blurry map on the Pokemon website. There's a city right there. There's a city right here. And there's a couple little cities circled around here as well. And we can also see a cloudy region in the top right of the map, and this could potentially be the DLC area. It makes the most sense. Everything else is pretty cleared up, so like with the clouds around, and then just this one area has a bunch of clouds. So I think it's gonna be DLC or maybe the Kalos region. We also have a lot of clouds in the middle, but I do think this is probably gonna be the final area of the game, probably where we deal maybe with even with the champion. Funny enough, the town, this major town right here, is right underneath this. So I do have a question of, if we beat the champion, do we just go here into the final area of the game? That is what I'm personally predicting. And we can see all the different biomes between this desert and snow, mountains, forest, plain. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on in the Paldea region. And a couple more screenshots here just showing off the biomes, of course, the cities. This weird sunflora here, I don't know how I feel about this. This is still a question that I do want to dive into a little bit more later. We do have a Rotom phone, so we can actually explore the map a little bit better. And this is actually a pretty big map overall. I mean, looking at this image right here, you can see how much content there actually is in this small little section of the map. And for reference, this is this tiny bit right here. This little bit right here ends up being this. So we already see there's Poco Path and Inlet Grotto. There's already 2 essentially routes right at the bottom of this map in this little inlet off the coast of the southern part of the Paldea region. So this is going to be a really big game, guys, and I'm really excited for that. And we can also see that it's going to be really outdoor focused. Pokemon Center is out there in the wild. Same with Pokemarts. You can just drive up there. And we're going to be using our legendary Pokemon to explore this region by driving, flying, climbing, and swimming. And I'm sure we're going to get these powers slowly over time as we get gym badges. It makes a lot of sense overall. And of course, there's going to be version exclusives. Now, diving into the 8K map, we're going to be looking at some very interesting places. So we got an 8K version of map, and you can actually download it from the Pokemon website. And looking at this, we can see that main town in the center. And if you remember from the first trailer that had that middle area with the compass, this is the compass that was right here. It has all the direction, it has all the different types around it. And it looks like this may lead into what I think could be the Elite Four and the Champion. It seems like the biggest town in the entire game. There's also a cave right here too, and a lot of interesting stuff. 3 different entrances to get here. I wonder if these entrances will be opened up throughout the game, or they're just going to come through by getting gym badges or something. This could be locked off until the very end, or maybe parts of this town will open up throughout the game. We're just going to have to wait and see on that. The Paldea region also has a bunch of smaller areas, so we can see some nice desert and sort of resort type areas here too. Looks like we got some bushes hanging out, and I do notice that we do get some of the little battle areas as well. So this is probably not going to be a gym leader. This is like a really small like pit stop type of town, like the small town vibes I'm getting from this. But I assume maybe there's like different leagues to gym leaders. So maybe there's like the regular gym leaders, and then maybe there's like, oh, you can battle like the best trainer of this town, and that could be like a side quest or something. Because you got to remember, this is an open world game. There's going to be a lot of side quest content. I can see the side quest being, hey, go to all these little towns, beat the best trainer here, and you can get like, like a TM or an item or something like that. And we got another little small town here looking really quaint and cute. This leads up to something as well. I mean, maybe this could be more of a gym too. Who knows? We got a little cave here as well. And I really like how hyper detailed this map is overall. And now we got this beautiful oasis town. I'm going to say this. I bet there is going to be a gym here. This looks like a really built up town. Looks like it's on the edge of the desert too, leading up to the mountains. This feels like this is probably going to be the water type gym leader. I also got to say, of course, the Pokemon you're going to be finding out in these different areas are going to be related to Biodome. So I assume a lot of ground types, a lot of water types in this type of image here. And we also got some sort of like a mining area. We do got some racing flags up here, which we don't know what this is actually for. Maybe this is for a challenge. Maybe there are actual race circuits we can go through. This does look like an area you can probably race through with the different track markers around here. And we do get a very small pit stop. And once again, we get a little battle area down here with just a couple of buildings. So this is super interesting to see. Maybe there's an underground portion of the map too. I mean, there's probably going to be mining. There's going to be a lot of caves. So maybe there is a town we don't actually get to see on the overworld because there is a secondary map for the underworld. A couple more images of some of the more coastal cities. I think this game is honestly going to be really beautiful. And this is the starting area as well. As you can see, there is another battle area. This is probably where we have our first battle with our rival down there. More coastalness. It's looking great overall. And just looking at the grassy meadows as well. I'm just loving the vibes. This feels great. And this probably feels like there's going to be a gym here. I'm going to guess this is the bug type gym leaders area, just because it sort of has the shape of a bug, and we get a nice maze in here too. I don't know. I'm feeling like a bug type area is coming in. And our last set of upcoming photos is this is going to be leading us maybe into the middle of the map where the big clouds were, maybe. I mean, this looks like an observation deck, which is pretty interesting. I feel like big plot's going to be there. We also see like another major tower, and there's a lot of towers actually around this map. So I wonder if that's going to be a side quest. Maybe we need towers similar like Breath of the Wild or any other open world game where you need to like, oh, go up the tower to see the rest of the map, or maybe just to access a certain area. I think this game is incredibly pretty though. I also want to mention that not only do we have the regular map that we can zoom in and do a bunch of things with the Rotom phone, but we do have a dedicated mini map that's always going to be on the screen, and this is awesome. This should really show the true scale of how big this game is going to be, the fact that we're going to have a dedicated mini map. Now for the last thing I want to talk about in today's map video is we have the big picture detailed map guessing where all of the gym leaders are, and there is some spoilers here for all the gym leaders as the images have leaked. We officially saw the ice type gym leader today, and we know they're at the very top of the map right here, and it makes the most sense to have them up in this town area. But there is a bunch of other gym leaders too, and I am pretty much a big fan of this person's guesses of where the towns are going to be for the gym leaders. I mean, I really think this is going to be the water type gym right down here. That just makes a lot of sense personally. I can see the psychic gym leader being here too. This feels like a big story area just being right above the cloud area. There has to be some importance there, and there usually is a gym leader relating to any sort of importance. The ghost type one does make some more sense down here. This potentially could be some sort of funeral area. There is a lot of flowers, so I can see the ghost type gym leader being over here at some sort of cemetery. And then we got the grass area. I can see a grass leader potentially being down here. I mean, we sort of have this grass oasis in the middle of this desert. There is potential on that. Or we could honestly see it maybe a little bit over here where I said the bug type could be here, which I do think the bug type gym leader could be here, but we're not certain. We're not 100% for certain on that. This could also be the grass type gym leader. And we do have a normal type gym leader as well. And, you know, normal can really be anywhere, to be fair. But this does look like a major town right here on the right side of the map on the coastal area. And I feel like because the fact that we're going to be changing type, it doesn't really matter if you are a normal type leader because they're going to change your type to whatever you need to do to make you win. So I think, you know, I think we can see the normal type gym leader down there. And lastly, we have not talked about the electric type gym leader over on the left right here. This makes a lot of sense. I mean, you would imagine an electric type gym leader being high up in the sky, trying to get as many lightning storms to actually hit them. I can see this happening, and this is absolutely a major area. And this is like a metal dome, so you know it can probably try to generate energy. And the gym leader is sort of in sort of like some cybernetic suit, so I do see some technology going on over here. But this map is incredibly big, incredibly massive. I'm super excited for this game, and I'm super excited to explore this map with all my friends and my community members. And of course, guys, if you like this type of video, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below what you're most excited for this game right now. Because honestly, before I was really excited for the new Pokemon, which I still am, but I really am excited just to explore this with my friends and community members and just have a good time with everyone and see what kind of fun stuff we can get. And hopefully, we'll be shiny hunting together too. Anyways, peace out.